We are back and black in the building. Did Jesus come back? Oh, god damn. You mean to tell me that we've been speaking in tongues and going to church and praying and all this other shit, and racism and white supremacy still keep going oops upside our heads? That's all right. We just keep doing it. We'll try again next week. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Roll call. Shout out to everyone out there. Arizona, shout out to my homegirls. The time is time in Arizona. Shout out to all my siblings, homies, people I know. We have great conversations in Las Vegas, Nevada. So shout out to Las Vegas, Nevada, even though Google's about to come to Las Vegas, Nevada with internet. So fuck Cox Cable with their good playing games having asses. So I'm glad that Cox Cable about to have some real competition. So I digress, but shout out to everybody in Las Vegas, Nevada. Even though they about to tear down the Mirage. They cold for that shit. Man, we gonna look up and the whole strip gonna be nothing but sports entertainment. Ain't gonna be no gambling in Vegas in a minute. So shout out to everybody out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, shout out to the homegirl, Shawnee, Philly in the building, stand up. Shout out to the homegirl, Erica, Florida, aka Florida, in the building, stand up. I always laugh when I think of Erica, because Erica, I remember I said, Erica, sis, what's up with this blacking up? Boys walking on your video there, she was like, I know, fuck that damn app. How you gonna have us be on it and your ass is still on Twitter? So shout out to my sis Erica, she had me rolling. Man, shout out to my brothers. James Youngblood Texas in the building. Dave for No Compromise. Georgia is definitely in the building. Man, I want to send a special shout out to Houston because they had a tornado the other day. God damn. They will not let the South live. That's from slavery. That's what I think. And I think that the dominant society is seeding those clouds to make those tornadoes a lot worse than what they are so they can tear it down and rebuild it and get paid for it. But that's all right. So shout out to them. Shout out to my homegirl Jerica also. And shout out to the homegirl, Melina, in North Carolina, a.k.a. North Kakalaka. Man, we got a great one today. Is it over for Diddy? Man, is it over for him? We're going to talk about the complexities and what's going on with this situation and how all of a sudden this video footage releases. So somebody is trying to publicly destroy him, and I think it's bigger than Cassie. Let's get it. Get me to singing in this motherfucker. Man. I knew they had, look, let me tell you something. I knew Puffy, I'm not condoning the domestic violence or whatever people go through. I don't get in people's business. I don't condone any of that. Every relationship is different. The dynamic is different. I don't condone any of that footage because I don't condone any of that. But what I'm saying is I'm looking at it deeper. Somebody's trying to destroy him. And this isn't a regular person like Cassie or the Me Too movement. It's somebody that's very powerful that wants him off the chessboard. Puffy might have some fucking damaging evidence on somebody and they are trying to publicly destroy him. That's what I can think. I don't know what y'all think, but now I'm like, okay, all right. Now, y'all released this footage because this footage was from 2016. So they can't go after him criminally. The DA already said it. We can't do anything criminally. That was 10 years ago. This isn't New York. And she done already settled and got her money. So since she done already settled and got her money, now everybody's like, okay, so what do we do with that? Okay, well, we publicly humiliate him and destroy him. That's fine, but somebody behind this is doing this. And I kept saying, shout out to everybody on Twitter. People was like, damn, this is over. It's over for Diddy. And I kept saying, but why ain't nobody talking about Dana White slapping the shit out of his wife on video? He slapped the shit out of his wife on TV. Everybody saw it. Everybody just went back to dancing and drinking like nothing ever happened. Now, what Puffy did was, that was on some Ike Turner shit, but you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, why didn't they release that footage when it happened? Why would you wait damn near 10 years to release it? That's not Cassie. That's somebody else. So I was trying to obtain, you know what I'm saying, some audio of, you know, what the fuck happens with this. Here, let's see. All right, here, let's see. Let's see what these people are talking about.
Disturbing video obtained by CNN appears to show music.
Excuse me, man. That's why I've been taking my herbs. But anyway, let me tell y'all something. Somebody is trying to, look, y'all need to think, I get it. Puffy is wrong as a $4 bill. We got to discipline him. We got to let him know, like, that's not acceptable. You can't be no CEO out here just straight Ike Turner and bitches. You might need to seek therapy and some other shit. Whatever. But he knows something. I'm telling you. Have y'all ever worked around somebody and they just walk through raindrops? They don't never get in trouble or nothing. They know something. Because I'm telling you, this is a strategic and cathartic effort to get him off the chessboard. I'm telling y'all. I'm going to preface it that way before we listen to what the fuck they about to say right here, and then we're going to discuss it further. So hold on. Let me pause this shit. Turn this music down. Let's see what the fuck these motherfuckers talking about.
Well, Sean Diddy Combs beating his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, during a 2016 encounter in L.A. Welcome to the Fox 11 News at 5, simulcast on Fox 11 and Fox 11 Plus. I'm Christine Devine.
And I'm Alex Michelson. That assault happened at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City. That's where we find Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez with more details. Christina.
Yeah, the first thing I want to tell you, the images are disturbing, so a warning on that. The incident is described in a complaint in the lawsuit between Combs and his former girlfriend that was settled back in November. But what you're about to see actually happened.
Remember, that was settled in November. She sued him civilly. So this November, it's fucking May. So somebody had a planned attack. That wasn't Cassie because she could get sued. That was probably it had to be a part of the NDA. I'm going to give you this money, but you got to shut the fuck up and go away. Okay, no problem. But somebody got that footage and was like, fuck him. We about to publicly humiliate him. And that's what they're doing.
In March of 2016, again, it's disturbing. Take a look. The woman on the video is then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, walking on one of the halls of the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City. You see music mogul Sean Diddy Combs running down the hall, holding a towel around his waist. Ventura is next to the elevators when Combs grabs her by the neck, throws her to the ground, kicks her. He then tries to drag her back up the hallway. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone as Combs is walking back to the hotel room, but he returns and appears to push her into a corner, then sitting down and throwing something from a table her way. The incident was part of the allegations made in a lawsuit settled in November, one of several accusing Combs of sexual abuse and other illegal activities. It also comes on the heels of a raid by federal authorities at Combs' Los Angeles mansion in March. Fox 11 first on scene at what the Department of Homeland Security confirms is part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Combs has denied any wrongdoing to all allegations. In regards to the hotel video, Ventura's attorney released a statement saying, quote, the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed.
So basically what they're doing is, we didn't put the video out, but since y'all put it out, it's just, let me tell you something, Diddy. Let me say something. We speaking to Diddy right now with love. Bruh, see, you've been around the dominant society way too long. And they have allowed you to do this shit because guess what? They knew we're hunting wabbit type shit. And they gonna let you bunny hop around and bunny hop and treat your own people. You notice the dominant society, they'll sit back and get popcorn and watch Diddy treat his own people fucked up. You notice that? They'll get around him and hug him and take pictures with him as long as he ain't treating other people, other racial groups like that. They'll let him do that. Well, guess what? He bugged up. Because you don't think the dominant society knew he was doing this shit? Trust me, they know. They knew this the whole fucking time. Clyde Davis, all these people knew that shit. All of them doing, just like they knew Suge Knight was doing what the fuck he was doing. We know that, but what they did was, well, we can't really say nothing because he's got a lot of evidence on us too. So what we'll do is we'll wait till he fuck up, and when he fuck up, it's a wrap. And that's exactly what they did.
The disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Ms. Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. We asked the hotel if police were called the day this happened. The answer from Intercontinental Management, quote, "The hotel is no longer under IHG management and we do not have any access to prior incident records or footage." Keep in mind that in the complaint, Combs, that's what they say, supposedly paid $50,000 to the hotel for that video. Now, we did reach out but have not heard from Combs or his attorney. He hasn't posted anything in the past. Again, he has been very vocal about saying the allegations are false, both civil and criminal, and he has not been arrested. But we'll have to see what he eventually says about all this. Live in Century City, I'm Christina Gonzalez, back to you in the studio.
Wow.
Disturbing video.
Wow. I really think that they set him up. And what I mean by they set him up, they probably was looking at him like, oh, you want to be vocal on social media after what we trying to do to you? Oh, you think you going to get out of this one? Release the video. We're going to publicly humiliate him and we're going to watch everybody get the fuck away from him. I've been seeing some things about Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, you better lower her up. They're going to try to drain everybody's pockets. Anybody around him, anybody close to him. Look, Hove, I love Hove. You next. I don't care how quiet you are and smiling. That's why they don't like Dame Dash, because they ain't going to find no video of him doing no sucker shit like that. That's why. Dame Dash, they know Dame ain't no sucker like that. I'm not saying that Hove and them are, but Hove look, we have a tendency to getting around these people and getting too comfortable, and they're watching us the whole time. That's why they want to get you liquored up, doped up, all this other stuff. They want to do that on purpose. Let's see if we can find anything else. Because I'm trying to see, okay, we had that one. All right, let's see. No, that's fine. Let me see if this is the same thing. I just want to see the comments on what people are saying.
On camera involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Johnson.
And I'm Kathy Vara. The surveillance video, which is hard to watch, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie in a Century City hotel back in 2016.
NBC4's Conan Nolan is here now with more on this developing story.
That's right. Keep in mind, he's been a mover and shaker in the music and the fashion industry. At one time, he said he wanted to start his own political party. But now Sean Combs faces a reckoning. He's under investigation by the federal government for sex trafficking. And now this video, it's very difficult to watch. You should be warned.
The disturbing surveillance video is from 2016 and taken from the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City. Obtained by CNN, it shows R&B singer Cassie Ventura, at the time the girlfriend of rapper Sean Diddy Combs, attempting to enter an elevator. When Combs, wrapped in a towel, pursues her, he then proceeds to violently grab her and throw her to the floor.
I ain't trying to be funny to them, but damn, Diddy. Like, you could just really tell, and I don't condone this, but you could really tell, he been around them dominant society people too long. That's what they fucking do. They just get away with it. That's what they do. I'm just being dead honest. Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife in front of everybody, and everybody just kept drinking and partying, kissing and hugging. It was like they didn't even see that shit. That's what they do. And I'm like, I think he thinks he's them. No, you're not them, bro. Even if you got the money like them, you're not them. You can't get away with what they get away with. And two, he should have known, in my personal opinion, once that girl came out with that money, because she married the trash man that don't make no money, and they were trying to get that money grabbed, he should have known, like, oh shit, here it come. Let me, you should have did like Russell Simmons did. You better go to Bali or where the fuck that nigga's at. They served his punk ass way out there. He was like, I just don't understand how they find me out here.
He then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her back to his hotel room. Other pictures show him shoving her into a corner and throwing what appears to be a glass vase at her.
Throughout their relationship, Ventura says that she endured a cycle of abuse and violence.
The video appears to corroborate at least some of the allegations made by Ventura in a recently settled lawsuit against Combs, where she accused him of uncontrollable rage, that he often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on her.
Well, that's what we saw, huh? God damn.
But put her up in a hotel room for days to heal. She also accused him of rape. Combs' attorney at the time called the allegations offensive and outrageous, accusing Ventura of blackmail. But that was not the only accusation. Last year, 3 other women and a male record producer filed civil suits accusing Combs of sexual assault and rape, one of the women saying she was 17 at the time. The 54-year-old rapper, a 3-time Grammy winner, has faced assault and gun-related charges 3 times in the past.
Human being, I'm going to get into an argument at times. I didn't punch anybody.
Combs is currently being investigated for sex trafficking. His home in Holmby Hills, as well as one in Florida, recently raided by federal agents. He has not been charged with a crime, a status the newly released security camera video from 8 years ago is unlikely to change, according to legal analyst Royal Oakes.
The DA may not be able to file charges, even though the video is so dramatic, because the statute of limitations is 3 years, and this happened far more than 3 years ago.
Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys have called the federal investigation a witch hunt and criticized the raiding of his home in Holmby Hills and as well as the one in Florida. They have not released a statement with regard to this latest video, which, again, very disturbing to watch.
It is difficult.
And you see how they going in. Very disturbing to watch. You know, everybody gonna put they 2 cents in on it. But I'm gonna just say this. We have to understand, what did Neely Fuller Jr. tell us? If you don't understand the system of racism, white supremacy, everything else will confuse you. Now, let me just let y'all know this, for anybody who's watching this. Harvey Weinstein's convictions overturned. What is that motherfucking Kevin Spacey, who was raping motherfuckers, overturned? So why y'all can't see this shit by now. I'm not condoning what Puff Daddy did. What he did was out of line. That was some Mike Turner shit, and he should have done that. He should have known better anyway. So he wrong for that. He wrong as a $4 bill. But what I'm telling you is, don't y'all notice every time we start raising hell about reparations and we not fucking with the Democrats or the Republicans and we want tangible, boom, then they be like, oh, look at this, niggas. And then we get so caught up in what the fuck they show us, we're not even looking at what the fuck they doing. Harvey Weinstein should be going. Do y'all know that Harvey Weinstein, there is an audio, because they sent a girl in there to be undercover. She was an Asian woman. And she went in there, and this motherfucker was full court press. He was trying to get that pussy. That nigga was like, wait, sit down. She was like, you're making me uncomfortable. He's like, sit down. Sit down. Let me make you a drink. Let me give you a rub. Let me make you, I'll give you a massage. Sit down. No, but you're making me uncomfortable. Take off your clothes. Sit down. I heard the audio. They probably got it off the internet, but I heard that shit. I was rolling, because I'm like, look at this. This nigga is full court pressing this bitch. And the bitch done told him 1,000 times, I'm uncomfortable. And he's still trying to make that bitch a drink and get her fucked up. This nigga shit is overturned. Kevin Spacey shit is overturned. But Puff Daddy, they done aired the video. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost pretty sure if we knew hackers, a bunch of hackers. I'm talking about top level NSA hackers. We'd find video on Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein doing the same type of shit. Y'all want to bet? Please challenge me. Please leave a goddamn comment and tell me, no, Puffy was wrong. I'm not saying Puffy wasn't wrong. What I'm saying is they have a tendency, the dominant society, to frame this image. Look, this motherfucker said he was innocent. Look, he up here beat the shit out of her. Look. But then when it comes to they people, we don't get no video. We don't get no audio. They exclude it from the goddamn trials. We don't know what's going on. It's a he said, she said when they know there's video that exists. It's motherfuckers up here talking about OJ killed these people. And as the evidence comes out, it was a man that was a goddamn fucking serial killer that used to fucking do maintenance work at Nicole Brown Simpson's house. They never even pursued him with Mark Furman's anti-black racist ass plant evidence. And white folks still walk around talking about, well, yeah, he did it, so good riddance. Like Bruce Jenner. Man, you better shut the fuck up with all that bullshit. You a murderer too. Just like shout out to Cameron. That's why I like Killer Ken. Killer Ken's like, bro, you can't say shit, bro. You killed somebody too. I had to pay them $800,000. Because you was probably drunk and high on fucking medication. You better shut the fuck up. Man. I'm just saying, look at how quick we be like. And see, the dominant society is so intelligent. They know niggas is gonna jump all over niggas. So they like, yeah, release this video. Release the video. Was Puffy wrong? He's wrong. First of all, I keep telling you this. He's run them dominant society people way too fucking long. The way he treated his own people is the reason why I know he was running them too long. You had too many complaints and too many people talking about, damn nigga, where's my money at? Damn bro, you ain't paying a nigga. G-Dab go to jail, Loon go to jail, Jennifer Lopez left you, Shine go to jail. Like, damn, those weren't examples for you, my nigga, to be like, okay, I gotta cool out, bro. I gotta stop treating my people like that. And he was getting to the point where he was becoming arrogant with it. So I knew that the dominant society was like, yeah, we gonna get you. Cause he has something on them people. No, Warren, they just gotta, I'm telling you right fucking now, Puffy got something on these people. And he ain't released it. But if he ever do, it's gonna change the dynamic of everything. I'm telling you for sure. How do we not know Puff Daddy knew that they wasn't gonna release this? He might have already known. Because they want him to give up those tapes. He got shit on other people, I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm lying? You gonna see. Because they don't normally do this. They do little things like what they did to R. Kelly to get you off the fucking chessboard. Like how they did, like Bill Cosby. Okay, let's put him in jail. Hey, nigga, you can't do that. That's unlawful. Well, let's just drain him of his resources. No, nigga, Bill Cosby did the right thing with his money, so he's straight. Well, let's release the video of him giving the pound cake speech to black folk. Then that didn't work. Y'all don't remember that? Then that shit didn't work. They did the same thing to R. Kelly. Okay, fuck R. Kelly. Let's do the Surviving R. Kelly. Okay, boom, that didn't work. Oh, now he's sex trafficking. RICO charges. These people won't fuck with him. Now, black folks still like, that's fucked up what they doing to R. Kelly, man. Goddamn. You know how many people? Steven Tyler, he was fucking around with underage. Elvis Presley had the nerve to marry Priscilla Presley. That bitch was 14 years old talking about we sleep in the same bed. Is that before or after you get done fucking up that pussy? Stop, nigga. They got all kinds of excuses for every other dominant society person, but when it comes to our people, they want to fucking suffocate us and drain us of our resources. And that's the shit that be irritating me, because it's almost bullying to the point. But then you look at fucking Diddy, you like, sometimes you want, I know black folks want to just slap him on the back of his head like, you doing too much, my nigga. You doing way too much. So it's like, it's not even a bittersweet. It's almost like, God damn, Diddy, like, sometimes you gotta cool out, man, and just bag back. Cool out. See, everybody thought Suge Knight was a bad guy. Look, Suge Knight is in prison and he's done. And Diddy, it's not that Diddy's in prison, but he's in a mental prison. You're not gonna be able to go nowhere. Now people gonna call you a woman beater, which we saw. You ain't gonna be able to escape it. You don't have those same luxuries of a Tommy Lee or a Kevin Spacey or a Harvey Weinstein or a Jeffrey Epstein. You don't have those same luxuries. You don't have that type of clearance, that security clearance where you like, nah, eviscerate this. But this too shall pass. And when it passes, I want y'all to see how many people are gonna escape raping people. What about that dude from that 70s show raping all those fucking women? Was it Danny Peterson raping? You don't hear nothing. You don't hear nobody talk about that shit. Again, Dana White slapping the cowboy piss out of his woman, and everybody just went to hugging and kissing and drinking like they didn't even see that shit. Like, oh man, y'all just drunk. Stop. Let's get on Stephen A. Of course, Stephen A, you gonna go in on motherfucking Puff Daddy, but when it came to Dana White, you didn't say that shit. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean about the dominant society having dominion over foundational black Americans. And not just foundational black Americans, I'm talking about black people mentally. Because most foundational black Americans, we know how to look at shit and be like, yeah. Like, I'm willing to bet, we're gonna use the people that I talk to, my OGs. We're gonna use Dave from No Compromise. Y'all go check all his shit out. And my brother James Youngblood, you check out all his stuff. I guarantee you, I know James Youngblood gonna leave a comment. David gonna leave a comment. These my OGs. This is where I get my guidance from. You know, I like listening to them because they be having real shit. And I know these two brothers, I know they gonna be like, Diddy was wrong. He shouldn't have done that shit. And he was out of pocket. But knowing David and knowing James, they gonna be like, yeah, something else ain't right. Something is not right. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better wake up, because he must got something on somebody, because they are trying to publicly humiliate, shame, and take his ass off the goddamn chessboard any way that they can. He has something. The only thing that I can think of, he must got some videos on some very powerful people. But I'm telling y'all right now, what he did was wrong. I don't condone it. I don't condone Cassie being in a relationship like that. She shouldn't have done that. Maybe they should have had a cooling out period where, all right, look, cool out. You go over there. I think Puffy should have went to some type of rehab because he probably was drinking too much. You have to understand, these people have access to things us everyday people we don't have access to because we got to go to work. Puffy ain't got to go to work. Cassie ain't had to go to work. So they run each other all day long, all day strong, smoking, drinking, getting high, experimenting, doing shit they probably shouldn't be doing, arguing, fighting. That's just like the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson, except it's just they were white. And you notice with them, their relationship that was so diabolic and so toxic, they made it exotic for them. Y'all notice that with Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson? They made their relationship exotic. These motherfuckers was dope fiends like a motherfucker, fucking on camera, all kinds of shit. And they made that a fucking exotic thing. And they was fighting, arguing, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? But we have to understand we are not them. And if we don't understand the system of racism and white supremacy, everything else is gonna confuse you. That's why they dropped that video. Do y'all notice that Cardi B was like, I'm not fucking with the Democrats or the Republicans. And before that gained momentum, dropped the video. Because other people are starting to see, Cardi B is not dumb. That was the one thing I did kind of watch. I said, oh, somebody done told her. Because she's like, I'm not fucking with either one of them. Because somebody in her camp is like, hey, they using you. They using you and they don't fuck with black people. Woo, woo. And she probably like, oh, well, I ain't fucking with both of them. So you got to understand what happens. And then the Harvey Weinstein shit gets overturned. Then the Kevin Spacey shit gonna get overturned. So now they know black folk gonna be like, hey, what the fuck? Drop the Diddy video. This is all controlled chaos. They know what they fucking doing. I'm gonna repeat again. I don't condone what Puff Daddy did. I really wish they would have took a cooling out period. I really wish they would have went to therapy, couples therapy. I really wish he would stop drinking and get off the drugs, whatever drugs you're doing, because clearly he looked like he was on some type of narcotic or something. We need to stop that, and we need to stop partying and stop getting white boy wasted and white girl wasted and start having some type of self-discipline. Motherfuckers shoving drinks down your face. Sometimes he's like, nah, man, I'm cool on the drink. Motherfuckers shoving the cocaine, all this other shit that you know they have at these goddamn celebrity parties. Stay away from that. Y'all better listen to Cat Williams. Y'all better listen. Now he done tried to tell y'all. So I want y'all to understand this because it is confusing. Think about it. A lot of people don't even know that Harvey Weinstein's convictions are being overturned and Kevin Spacey's shit is being overturned. Nobody even knows that. Nobody knows, and you notice nobody put out there that Cardi B said, I'm not fucking with the Democrats or the Republicans. Nobody is putting out there that most black folk are not fucking voting. If they're foundational black Americans, they ain't fucking voting because they not fucking with either party unless we get tangibles. See, that's not getting the publicity that it should and what it deserves, because they don't want that out there, because we shape the world of what's in style. Everybody wants to be or have some association to foundational black American culture. Whether it's hip hop, fashion, slang, everything. We are the progenitors of all that shit. What did Dr. Claude Anderson say? We are a special people. So they don't want these special people getting out that we're not participating in voting. See, this is deeper than what y'all think, man. They don't want people to know, oh, well, black folk ain't voting. Well, why black folk ain't voting? Because this isn't fair. Both parties are not fair to us. Both parties are not fair to us. Both parties are not trying to give us tangibles. So we ain't fucking voting. Like, they don't want that out there. So they can use a person like R. Kelly or a Diddy to be a distraction, or even the great Bill Cosby. They try to use him as a distraction. Bill Cosby don't fuck with nobody. He just do his own thing. He be with his wife and that's it. But of course they wanted to use that, because these are things that we just got to understand. That's why it is okay to not condone ill-advised behavior, but still speak the facts. I don't condone that shit with Puff Daddy. That video, it wasn't about surprising me, because I was like, because he kept being so vocal on social media. I was like, they gonna keep coming after him because he's being arrogant to the powers that be. So boom, now fucking start saying shit, because they know that Puffy cares about his image. See, they know who to do that with and who not to do that with. See, they're not gonna do no shit like that to Sugar Free. If we saw a video of Sugar Free doing that, we'd be like, well, that's Sugar Free. You can't hurt him with that shit. That's Sugar Free. But a person like Puffy, who is very imagery prone, they know they could damage his credibility and his character and his image. That's why they want you around them. That's why when you're fucking over your own people, they'll smile and laugh at you until you start fucking over their people. Then they looking to destroy you. So look, I went over, but I had to go over because I wanted y'all to really understand the facts. Look at what's going on around you. Look at the United States of America Incorporated as its entirety. Black folk are tired of immigrants. And see, when you say immigrants, they always want to lock it in and frame this narrative that you're talking about Latinos. No, I'm talking about any person that's over here illegally here for unearned benefits. You are considered a freeloader. So I don't want to hear shit about you came over here with $1 in your pocket and you built this big empire. You built it off the backs of black labor. You came after everything was done. I don't want to hear shit about some Chinamen built the railroads and all this other sucker shit. I got slavery by another name, which clearly states what black folk was doing the whole goddamn time. So I don't want to hear none of that sucker shit. And by the way, I'm going to say this again, David, James Youngblood, Shawnee, all y'all, everybody in Vegas. I highly suggest you go read this book, Never Caught, The Untold Story of Una Judge. Because when a person try to tell you and frame this image that black folk are lazy and all this, and I'm not reading this is off the dome. In that story, George Washington was like, I need some slaves. I need some people to do some work for me. So one of his companions was like, oh, well, why don't you just get the white people? He said, white people? Man, I don't want no damn white slaves. They are the laziest. And they complain and they don't get the fucking job done. Bring me some niggas. Niggas gonna get the job done, they gonna be on time, and they ain't gonna fucking complain. And I quote, he did not like dealing with white people because that white people was lazy as fuck and they didn't want to do shit. Telling y'all, don't let these people think that we the lazy people and we the scammers. Y'all better read Bacon's Rebellion. Nathaniel Bacon, back in the day, you would marry into a family, like you marry a woman, and the woman would come from wealth, because a lot of women back in those days in the 1800s, their parents would leave them wealth, like an endowment or whatever the fuck that shit is. So Nathaniel Bacon was kind of a con artist a little bit, and he would do a little dicey shit. Well, when he married this one woman, I forgot her name, her dad changed the damn will because he knew Nathaniel Bacon was a bullshit motherfucker. Like, don't believe that We the motherfuckers that steal and commit all these crimes and all this other shit. Don't let these people have you believing that bullshit. These are white supremacists who come from white supremacists. Thomas Jefferson, Fred Scott Keyes, George Washington, all them motherfuckers did not like niggas. Why you think I told you go read that book, Never Caught, The Untold Story of Una Judge? Because her ass escaped, and you know what they kept doing? There was laws that were put in place in the antebellum period. So George Washington and them, like they first of all, Martha Washington was a big time fucking plantation owner. She owned 17,500 acres of land. So when he married her, he had wealth. George Washington didn't even have no money. Martha Washington is the bitch who had the money. So they owned all that acreage in Virginia, the South. So then when they would go to like Pennsylvania, you can declare freedom if you're there 6 months or longer. Well, they kept moving their slaves back and forth because they knew the laws, but the slaves didn't know the laws. Well, Una started socializing with other people, and they like, you know, you can declare your freedom if you're here over 6 months. That bitch was like, what? Oh shit, I'm out. And she got the fuck away from their asses. And they were so diabolical, they would just move the slaves back to Virginia before the 6th month. So don't tell me these people are crooked, vile. Man, look, everything Dr. John Henry Clark and all our forefathers, I'm talking about foundational Black American forefathers, they ain't lying. Because sometimes you read the books, you're like, oh my God, these people are vile. They're disgusting. Who does this type of bullshit? You just move the slaves around because you don't want them to declare freedom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't allow these people to have you thinking we're the lazy people and we're this. We built this country for free without repayment. Okay? And as soon as somebody say, ooh, y'all lazy, and then I want everybody that listens to this podcast to say, well, according to George Washington, white people were lazy. White people was the lazy people back in the day. Well, how you say that? Well, he said that in a book. Never Caught, The Untold Story of Una Judge. He said he didn't like white slaves because they was lazy, complain, and late and be bullshitting. So remember that. So if that was going on in the antebellum period, imagine what the fuck they doing today. That's why they trying to get him off the chessboard, because that motherfucker got something on these people. And we gonna find out eventually what the fuck he got. Go check this out for yourself. Leave your comments. I am done. Guilty, nigga. Peace.